Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Lincoln Kokaram. Lincoln is the founder of his business partners. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Lincoln Kokaram. Lincoln, welcome.
Good morning, Siddique, and thank you for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to be with you here this morning.
Thank you so much. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with? That inspired you to start.
Well, right now I'm living in Grayson, Georgia, married with 5 adult kids, 7 grandchildren. Like you and I were talking earlier, I grew up.
Grandchildren, you did it,
I love it. I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago playing cricket and having fun, and now I tell people I play at golf. I just like being out in the outdoor and helping as much people as I can when I can on their agenda.
Mhm.
I'm also an author like you. I'm an author. I've published 2 books. The first one is Verse for the Day. It's verse for the day, but you get a Bible verse, you get encouragement, but I'm encouraging people to journal. And on each page, there are 3 sections. God bless me today when and look for the blessing that you and you alone, like for me today could be the blessing, you and me getting together could be the specific blessing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, and then God used me today. How did you glorify him? How did you serve him today? And then the third is, I need to ask God to forgive me. So that's the verse for the day, and it's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And the second book is With Passion.
With passion.
With Passion. Siddique, I've heard a lot of people talk about passion. I've heard coaches ask their athletes, their teammates, give me some passion, give me some heart. But I've never heard anybody clearly define what it is. Is it just a sizzle, a feeling that comes and goes? Or is it something, a skill that you can develop and maintain over time? And that's what my book is all about. Explaining in detail what passion is all about and how you can maintain. It's like a fire. If you leave a fire burning, Sadiq, and you don't fan it, you don't stoke it, you don't add fuel to it, it's going to die.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Can you show me the book?
it's I don't have it with me right now.
Okay, wonderful. That's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to see because I'm passionate about seeing your book. So wonderful. Based on your years of experience, you retired from corporate, and now you're helping others to his business partners.com through the website, helping others to really, keep fueling the passion and actually make something happen for them. What are the top 3 mistakes to avoid in a business based on your own experience?
The first thing that comes to mind is trust. I have a tendency to be very trusting, but not everybody is trustworthy. Not everybody is trustworthy. And a lot of people have good intentions, I hope, unless they're criminal, but most people have good intentions, but follow up and follow through. So in the times when I would have been disappointed is when I trusted somebody without doing a proper background check or asking other people what kind of, is this person a dependable person? So trust is key. Who you choose, be very selective about who you trust. I have every time I've been disappointed in life and in business is when I trusted somebody and they disappointed me. So that's the first one. The other mistake I've made in business is when somebody present me with an idea that looked great. And I forget that my mother told me when I was very young, if it sounds too good to be true, it's not true. And I borrowed money to invest in that business and I lost everything. Do not, borrow money to invest in your business unless there's no sure thing. And what was the third thing? So that's two mistakes I made. And the third is you don't have to dot every I and cross every T. You know, analysis paralysis, as we were talking about earlier. Too many people, there's a Chinese proverb that says the man who is waiting for everything to be perfect before he does anything is still waiting. We are not living in a perfect world. Today is the day of opportunities. That's why it's called the present. Make the best of the day. Don't overanalyze. It will happen. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. So
Clear.
those are the three things that I have mistakes I've made in the past that I have made a resolution no more.
Okay,
No more.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful, Lincoln. That leads to my question. You mentioned about some failures you kind of failed in business. So, what is your greatest failure you like to share with us? What did you learn, and how did you recover from that?
My greatest failure, and the thing I look at failure as opportunity to learn something. Because if I focus on the failure, I will stay down on the ground. But while like I do a Tuesday tip, every Tuesday I send a tip out, and the tip for this last Tuesday, 2 days ago, was don't stay down, but at the same time, don't try to get up too early. Think about Sadiq. Think about a boxer. An amateur boxer gets knocked down, and they want to jump up as soon as possible by the count two or three. A professional boxer, a smart boxer, he stays down and he's breathing, he's catching his breath, he's strategizing, he's thinking, where did I make a mistake? What can I do to fix this? And he waits until like 8 or 9 and he recuperates. Now he jumps up and now he's ready to fight again. And similarly in life, we're going to get knocked down in life. Life is going to present us with situations we get knocked down. Don't focus on what caused you to knock down. Take a time to recharge, to reset, to recuperate, and to go again. Don't try to get up too early because you're going to get knocked down again. So, my greatest again was it's all about spending, putting myself in debt for business that did not pay off. And that's, I guess, every business person is a risk that we all have to take, putting ourselves in debt. And that has been my greatest failure, really. And
What did you learn, and how did you recover from that failure, from the debt?
well, I learned that not, as we said before, not everything is as good as it appears to be. And then, although you don't want to overanalyze, yet still you've got to do some checking and check and balance. And I've learned that if I don't have the money, don't spend it.
Okay.
If I don't, and the business has to pay for itself.
How did you recover from that situation then?
Well, I'm still recovering.
Okay.
I'm still recovering. I took a loan and I'm paying the loan.
Understood.
I'm paying on the loan, so I'm still recovering.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Lincoln, let's just switch this side. Let's talk about your successes. So, what are the top 3 secrets to your success in a business?
I was very fortunate at an age, I was about 23 years old, when I was invited to join the JC's International Organization, which is a leadership development organization. That was a defining moment in my life. It was a life before I joined that organization, I was just existing, doing, being a young man, having fun, no purpose in life, day to day, playing cricket, playing soccer, chasing the girls, kind of drinking beers, kind of deal. No, then I joined this organization, Siddique, and my whole life turned around. I got purpose in my life. and they trained me to be a good speaker. They trained me to. I never knew anything about a budget before I joined the JC's organization.
Yeah.
I learned to plan projects, and I had like a secondary career in the JC's organization. And that organization, oh my goodness, Siddique, can I share with you what the JC Creed is all about?
And not at this time. We will talk about it after the interview, but I want to please focus on top three success secrets based on your own experience, so that
So that was the first, find like-minded people, positive people, and associate with those positive people. Then the next thing I did was I realized I had a natural talent for speaking, and I preached my first impromptu sermon at age 16. So I did a course, Dale Carnegie Effective Speaking and Human Relations. That was another, life-changing experience for me. And then the third, and there are so many, but the third is when I got the opportunity to come to United States. Siddique, this happened in 1984. I got a phone call from JC's International Headquarters in Coral Gables, Florida. I was living in Trinidad, paradise. Half of the people knew me, the other half I knew. I was making too much money, kind of deal in the insurance business. And I get this phone call, and the Secretary General, his name was Richard. The conversation went like, "Hey, Lincoln, how's it going? Hey, Richard, it's going well. What can I do for you?" He said, "Well, we need a director of training and development at the world headquarters here in Coral Gables, and we're looking around, and we would like for you to be that person." Now, think about it. I'm living in this island, 1.2 million people. This organization is 500,000 members, 80 countries, and this guy is calling me. That had to be a divine intervention.
Yeah.
That had to be a specific calling.
Yeah.
And that's how I came. I was invited. I like to tell people I was imported here. It was a big decision I made, because they sent me to all over the world. So it's like I got a PhD in sociology and learning different cultures by inserting myself in the cultures. What an experience! What an education in dealing with people and helping people. So those are the three big decisions, that I've made when opportunity.
Lincoln, the people who are watching this right now, how they can support you?
How can they support me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about supporting people. They can support me by calling me, contacting me, and having a discussion with me. How can we help one another? I believe iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. They can start by buying my book with passion, and reading that book and learning to turn on the passion for what they do. In anything that they do, turn on the passion for what they do. They can, if they're having a meeting, they can call me to be a speaker. I've spoken at Delta, I've spoken at UPS, Cox Communications, International. Those are some of the things they can do if they have a church and they need a substitute pastor to come in on a Sunday. I'm here.
Yeah, wonderful. You like
those are some of the things they can.
Yeah, Lincoln. If you like to outreach to Lincoln Kokaram, his website is hisbusinesspartners.com. It's on your screen right now. Go ahead and visit. I visit the website. Looks great. So, as Lincoln, we are about to wrap up. I like to have a word from my guests about your today's experience on the Growth Hacking Secret Show. What would you say about your today's guest experience on the Growth Hacking Secret Show?
It was very unique, and I like the questions. It's very give you time to think about past experience. We do learn from our past experiences. I like that it was brief and to the point, and not too long. I like that in particular.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Is that what you were looking for, Siddique?
Yes. So thank you so much.
I have one last comment to make.
Okay. What would you say as a final word, Lincoln?
My final word to all your guests who are looking on and to you is you are the star in the movie of your life. Make every day an Oscar winning performance.
You are the star
Stop
of your.
working,
Yes.
start
Wonderful.
performing.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lincoln, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, our good wishes.